He had just stepped out of the mall, the weight of shopping bags in his hands and the crisp Canadian winter air brushing against his face. The evening lights shimmered across the snow-covered sidewalks, and people hurried past with laughter and warmth, rushing home to their families. But just as he was about to unlock his car, something made him stop. Sitting quietly near the entrance, with a thin blanket pulled over her shoulders and an empty cup by her side, was a girl he thought he would never see again. His breath caught in his chest. It was her, the girl who had once held his heart and disappeared without even saying goodbye. Memories came flooding back. They had met years ago in Toronto during university, two dreamers with nothing but hope in their eyes. She loved coffee shops, late-night walks by the lake, and always believed life would turn out beautifully. She used to smile at him like he was her whole world. And then, one morning, she was gone. No message, no explanation, nothing. He had waited, searched, and even prayed she would come back, but she never did. That silence had nearly broken him. And now, here she was, reduced to a beggar outside a mall, with a look of shame and exhaustion in her eyes. For a moment, he froze, torn between anger and compassion. She looked up slowly, her eyes meeting his, and he saw the flicker of recognition. She gasped, her lips trembling, and quickly turned her face away as though she could disappear behind her ragged scarf. He walked closer, his voice unsteady. "Why are you here? What happened to you?" His words carried years of hurt, but also a trace of concern he couldn't hide. She broke down. Tears welled up as she whispered, "I didn't leave because I stopped loving you. I left because I was scared. I got caught in a mess with debts, with people who wouldn't leave me alone. I thought if I disappeared, I'd protect you from it. I thought I could survive on my own. But I was wrong." Her words cracked like ice beneath weight. She told him how life spiraled. Jobs lost, trust broken, nights sleeping on benches, days hungry and humiliated. She had reached rock bottom, too ashamed to ever face him again. He listened, his chest tight, the cold air stinging his eyes. The pain of her leaving still lingered, but seeing her like this hurt even more. Part of him wanted to walk away, to remind her of the ache she left behind. But another part remembered the girl who once dreamed beside him, who laughed under the city lights, who believed in him before anyone else did. That part of him couldn't ignore her suffering now. Without another word, he bent down and held her trembling hands. "You should have trusted me," he whispered. "I would have stood by you no matter what. But it's not too late. Come with me." She shook her head, her pride wounded, her shame too heavy. "I don't deserve it," she murmured. But he gently helped her up, wrapped his coat around her shoulders, and led her away from the cold. That night, he gave her a warm meal and a place to rest. Days turned into weeks, and slowly she began to rebuild. It wasn't easy. She struggled with guilt, with learning to trust again, with finding her footing. But he stayed, not out of pity, but because somewhere deep down, he still believed in second chances. In time, she found work again, regained her strength, and started to smile like she once did. Their story wasn't perfect, and it carried scars from the past. But it became proof that love can withstand even the harshest winters, that kindness can break through shame, and that sometimes, people return not to hurt us again but to show how much they've changed. And as they walked together one snowy evening, she whispered softly, "Thank you for not turning away when you saw me. You saved me when I couldn't save myself." He smiled, knowing that forgiveness and compassion had written them a new chapter, one that carried a message stronger than pain. No matter how far someone falls, a hand reaching out can still pull them back into the light. Would you like me to also craft 5 perfect image prompts for this story, the kind you can directly use with Piclumen? I to create the visuals for your YouTube video.